difficult. So actually, I reckon I'm gonna make a call, right? Within 2 years, if Valorant is at the stage, if it's big enough, it only matters if the scene is big enough. But if it is, TenZ will be on an EU team. Well, he'll get picked up.
I'm going to say right straight out of it, TenZ at the moment, he's 19 years old. He's rocking it. The two players that are rocking it on this head-to-head right now is Aim DLL and Hqrdest up here right now. And actually, when you look at the average combat score, AT, they kind of got the player advantage in it, but it's all about the teamwork. It's all about the team play. This is Ascent. This is the decider match. One of these two teams will be going forward to the playoffs, and one of these teams will be eliminated already. The push is already happening. It's going straight into B. tsack is trying to shoot off the sides here with the ghost. He's going to back away, though. Doesn't want to go down too early. They're going to push for control, but they still got to deal with the players. Hqrdest already on this fast rotate. Nicely done. Takes that aim in DLL, who was backed up on the wall, put himself up high to try and get the extra vision. And for now, Angry Titans, they got a bit of a lead in this, at least by one player. Aslan, he's keeping the walls, giving defense, but he's being shot up through it. The nades also go out towards him. They'll hold strong for now. Ooh, position's going to be actually hidden for the moment. Russ is pushing on forward, but that's not going to be good enough. They're all going down slowly, but back and forth. Tsack comes in, and there we go. It will go to Angry Titans. A good retake on their defensive side. A bit of back and forth to kick things off with there. And see, I love the smart plays in this. You're going to go and change it up. You want to give Jett the chance.
And Khegasi on the Jett. I wonder how much we're going to see. Both teams, right? They're coming in with close to identical lineups, but obviously then you've got the Raze coming in over towards the Angry Titan side. Plays the Sage, and it's almost like it's a bit topsy-turvy. You got the Sage on the attacking side and the Raze on defense. And you can see the different approaches of the teams in that regard. Obviously, Angry Titans look to take map control off the back of more aggressive plays, you would imagine, especially with the Raze in play, at least dealing the early damage. Whereas then over towards the BBL side, they'll be looking towards obviously playing more as a team, getting the reses up. We mentioned the impact of the res on, the revive over on the attacking side can be used much more. The turret, it's already spotted a couple of players. They know now that at least they're pushing on through, and look, they're distracted as they come on in, trying to deal with it and giving an opportunity for some duels to go down and towards the defender's favor.
Yeah. AT just standing strong, not really being pressured far too much here. Hqrdest is just getting up close and personal. That was an easy one for him to pick up. A quick 2-0, but it is what you expect. I just kind of thought BBL would find at least a kill, be able to push in a bit there, but it was a very solid defensive play coming out from Angry Titans. But this is the all-important round, Mitch. This is the one we look forward to see how it goes down. It's the buy-up coming in, and how many Spectres are going to be kept here? Are they just not going to upgrade at all?
It's a risky play, right? But one that can definitely work out for you if you're able to just play in with these weaker weapons and at least deal enough damage, get your ults charged up perhaps, then you can find yourself at least with that economic advantage.
Yeah.
Taking away the weapons from your opponents early. There's the early usage of the Nano Swarm to try and keep them back, allow the fight to go down, and tsack, although he's traded out in a Spectre fight, you're going to be happy with that.
Yeah, you'll take that, no doubt. Aslan, though, starting to make an aggressive push forward. Will gain control of Gardens, and actually, nicely done. Pushes on forward, maybe on low health, but instantly gets healed back up into it. Certainly winnable now for BBL with the one-man advantage. Hqrdest trying to find his way all the way through. Oh, Dawn, you're not going to ring that long-range duel. It's Hqrdest. He's able to get one. He's the one with the bigger weapon in his hand, but they were ready and waiting for him. He's dealt with no problem, and BBL with the guns in their hands, a lot better for them.
They are, yeah. It went a lot better, but here's the problem. Now you come up against the full buy by Angry Titans.
The real weapons.
No more Spectres, yeah. The real weapons, the big boys, and look over towards koldamenta. It is the big boy indeed. The Omen coming through now. If you're from Counter-Strike, you might think he's bought the most expensive heavy or light machine gun. This guy's trolling, right? But no. Look at how he's going to use it. An early shock dart, or an early recon, excuse me, through B main. If he spots them out, then it's trouble. Because he's going to spray away the Omen. It hasn't found any victims just yet.
Well, Khegasi there got super aggressive. Actually paid off for him. Playing off the back of the smokes. Russ certainly didn't expect it either. Already putting the door down, which means they want to forego the control of Garden for now. BBL looking to have some presence towards mid. But Khegasi, he's point man for this one. He's ready for any mistakes to be made. Oh, the timing! He gets dropped to 30 health. He tries to back away, but it didn't work out at all. BBL, they can push on forward on this with actually little to no resistance. See the drone going out, but they're not going to find anything for now. Wall's going to go up. No chance of that door going down. They can just push up on more forward. Oh, this could be nice, though. It's got to be all about the spray control, but he's getting tagged up. His teammates there to back him up, though. Aslan looking to be the one to try and find an entry, and he needs to get this second shot in. Orb's going to go out. They try to push on it. Khegasi still very low on health. No chance of those heals. Ooh, low on health, but Hqrdest uses the ult, commits to it, and a very nice defense there, despite how badly it actually started to go for him.
3-1. Angry Titans. They've done the work. I mean, koldamenta got a kill at least, and was forced back completely. I don't know what else he could have done, really. What, he was to 20 HP or so? Then you lose your support from tsack. At that point, I'm thinking the round's gone. Yeah, that should have been BBL just steamrolling. And yet 3 rounds. Angry Titans, hey, they're already doing better than the last time they faced BBL, right? Round 1. But as I said, you know, that 13-2, it shouldn't have happened. This is a much better team than really deserves that kind of scoreline. And realistically, up against BBL, I expect this to be a very close game. That's what we said previewing the group stages. What a shot by Khegasi. My God, that tingled me.
Khegasi, fast and furious, operator in hand, gets the opening pick, will just fall back. Aslan just walks straight into Dawn, isn't even able to check it. Russ wants to get something going with his ultimate popped, but you're already in a 3v5. It's going to take something incredible for him to try and get this done. And there's also the Killjoy and Jett up for Angry Titans. Khegasi's just holding the angle. He makes it look easy. Not so ideal for Hqrdest there. And actually, ADLL, he's just putting him right with that Sheriff. Kero could make some magic happen. They deal away with the turret, but they're still very low on health here. The heals come in. AMDLL onto himself. Going to place the wall up as well. Look how they want to try and defend this. The revive in play might be the difference maker, at least putting it into a 3 versus 3. But it's all about the weapons, and I love this. Kero, low on health, passes over the weapon, gives them a chance with this. Might be the sacrificial lamb in this one. But koldamenta, oh dear. Now only the Jett to deal with, and he's far too far away. Oh, Russ. Oh, too slow. Far too slow. 4-1. BBL committed a lot to it, but it didn't really hit the mark.
I don't like. That's such a hard round to win, and for BBL, they committed the res to it and everything. As soon as lockdown comes in, you have to push. You have to just rush them, because you see the problem there. They realize, okay, 7 seconds left. I'm going to start defusing. Those players have to push forward and try to destroy it. Otherwise, their weapons are just going to be stolen away and the round's already lost. And then, obviously, it gets even worse when the timing is just right. That last player, even with the dash, can't get into play. That's one of the beauties, I guess, of Killjoy. When used correctly in those kind of rounds, it's a free win. You know, or at least it swings it from being like a 50-50, 3v3, time is against you. Matter of fact, you're probably 40% chance of winning that, even lower. And all of a sudden, you're like 99% of the time you take that.
How is koldamenta doing so much damage from afar? Oh, you just hear it rattle away. A big problem for him.
And again.
He's just spamming it up, right? He's like, why not? I got all the bullets to use.
Vulnerable. AMDLL got it took away while that vulnerability was still up. There's the kill. They got a little bit too aggressive off of that.
Yeah. Kero wants to try and find some success. Pushes on in. Needs to be oh so careful. tsack looking to hold it down. One is not going to be good enough in this. Russ is up there taking shots at the operator. He's going to force Hqrdest away. And koldamenta does have his Odin, but at this point, when you're on the retake, okay, he found success last time around. They're lined up for him. But this is where it's very difficult to make work.
Oh, well, we might be able to just spam that away.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Huge.
They've dealt with the lockdown. That's the ultimate wasted. That's a weird position to put it in because it can be destroyed. I would even prefer it on the bomb itself. At that point, nice smoke.
Oh my, oh my.
This is so well played. Russ going through this. Oh, almost lined up. That was dangerous. Now they've got to get in there and defuse it, but Russ with one. Oh, no! koldamenta with the headshot just in time. Has he got it, though? It's so close. Just about. Oh, my God. What a round.
Oh, my. koldamenta. I don't think I've seen an Odin clutch like that ever in a pro game. What is that? He's supposed to be using that as B to just smash them through the walls. Instead, he's like, this is a rifle. I'm used to PUBG recoil, and that is incredibly difficult. This is nothing to me. What a play.
Oh, man, that was disgusting. Absolutely. So, really, just it comes down to the lockdown, man. If you put that in the right position, it could have been their round. Even behind, like, the default boxes, so that, okay, they can destroy it, but they've got to peek you. You put it in a spot where they can just stand behind cover, spray through the wall, and you know that they've got an Odin, so it's like, sprays are where they really excel.
Lego's trying to find some success. He's able to damage them a bit, but it doesn't really matter. Dawnstrand stands strong, but it's only for one. And BBL, they're forcing their way in. This is much better. Headshots delivered, but they've still got to deal with the B-site holder, the man with the Odin in his hand. And right now, I would certainly fear him. The drone's going to spot him, but aim DLL, he's right behind it. They're playing it smart. They're playing off the corner of it. Lego spots out the final player. It's the Killjoy remaining. A 2v1. They're not even going for the spike plant just yet. Perfect wall. Good timing on it. It may get destroyed, but tsack, he has to commit a bit to it. Can't push in on this just yet either.
Through the corners as you go on in. Spotted one. Now knows that both players are towards the side as well. Ooh, gotta be careful once you're spotted. Obviously, the sprays can come through that wall. Good headshot by tsack. Now down to the 1v1. It's winnable. Player peeking on the left. He has an idea. The swing and the shot for the 3K. Another round for Angry Titans. And BBL just can't get off the starting block.
CL_UTCH. Clutch, and the teabag as well. tsack giving him the sacks. And he's showing it in style. That's 2 rounds with big clutches coming up here. And BBL right now on Ascent. It's looking very dangerous for him. They're getting close, but they can't seal the deal.
No, they can't. Like, even in a 2v1. And that's what really sucks, Banks. You know, whenever your opponents manage to find a clutch, it's always demotivating, right? When you're in a round that you should win. But when you're 6-1 down, I think it's a little bit worse. Because now it's going to be eating away at you. You've got to get up here. You've got to find the attacking rounds. Okay, in EU, typically you'll look at like a 7-5 defensive side scoreline in favor of the defense, as I said. But this is a little bit scary if they reach 7 within the first 8 rounds. That's can't allow that.
You're clawing at the walls, right, when you're in this position, because you're thinking right now, it could be 4-3. It should be 4-3 in their heads for BBL. But you can't let that get to you. You got to play your game. You got to know how good your defensive side normally is as well, and have faith in that. A revive having to be spent here straight away onto Russ. The benefit of them for BBL having a Sage in place, certainly. But look how many ults are online for Angry Titans. It's only the Killjoy without one. And tsack's been having a phenomenal game, so it won't be long till his is back up.
Getting scary, man. It is getting really damn scary for BBL. They're looking to just blitz into A. Look at this. Everybody's outside. They're ready to roll, but it has to be a heads-up aim duels going their way. They've got the Showstopper and the Hunter's Fury that can immediately crush their plans. Here comes the recon dart, giving away the push. Khegasi doesn't want to peek until after it's scanned, and there we go. The opening onto kero, shutting down 15 seconds left, but Hunter's Fury still online. This is dangerous. There goes the Showstopper clearing underneath. Can't get the gun out in time, though. It's a 2v2. This could be it. They've got to get that spike planted. They just about have enough time, I think. It's going to be tight. Oh, no! Just a second too late, a little less. Oh.
He picked it up right on the 3rd second, which meant there was no chance for it to go down. 7-1, and BBL can't catch a break, Mitch. This is like the most unlucky you could possibly be. 2 clutches lost. You even lose one to a goddamn Odin. And then we come in this, and it's like, oh, we nearly get the spike down. We got this chance. We wall them off. There's a chance for it. And then no. Time just doesn't work out. Angry Titans, you said about it. They're coming back into this, mate.
I'm sure that there were some people looking at the results and saying, well, why BBL and Angry Titans, right? This is just going to be another stomp for BBL, but this is what we warned about. Angry Titans are a damn good team. Project SW, they could have made it to the Allied Odyssey instead of FPX, of all teams. They were 2 rounds away from actually getting there over them. This is a ridiculous turnaround, though, on the last game that they played. And again, everything's going their way. Legoo, he's just running out with a shot guard in hand. This guy doesn't care. He doesn't need a weapon. Well, maybe he does, because he lost the duel, and it's all down to Aslan, the turret banks. But with 2 bullets left, that's a pretty weak turret.
That's so unlucky. He could be a turret, Mitch. But when you're just having abilities thrown at you, you're low on health anyway. Hqrdest is like, hey, have a patch. There you go.
Yeah, I fancy a 4K right now, actually. Let me just chuck a blast back through.
And Hqrdest is the hardest in the server right now. He's rocking it.
Double the kills of the highest fragging player on BBL. Ooh, and kero. Well, we did mention that, you know, typically Killjoy doesn't do a lot on attack. Well, I think we're seeing that. Clearly.
Yeah, this is the problem, right? It's going to be interesting to see how it is for tsack when it goes on to his attacking side and how he wants to utilize it. You've praised a bit of his use of lockdown coming in there. koldamenta back with the Odin, you know, why the hell not? It's just any gun for him. Like, you've played a bit of PUBG, right, Mitch? That game has some of the most insane recoil control and bullet drop-off that you have to control. And koldamenta was playing right near the top of European PUBG. I covered him for a long time. Now, he's playing on a game like Valorant. You give him a weapon like an Odin, he's probably just thinking, cool, yeah, I'll learn this recoil. Won't take long.
It's easy, man. It's easy.
Just having a fun crack here. Why not?
Here we go. Hqrdest wants to go through for a little bit more. The confidence still there, and kero having such a bad time. 1 kill on the board and another death now chalked up.
And Dawn, will he check the corner? Well, he doesn't even need to. Rush just pushes out into it. BBL are looking lost for now. Khegasi may miss the shot, but he'll have the information. koldamenta's there again. Will he get any kills? Not this time around. Can BBL strike on this now? Smoke's going to go out. It's going to block the site. Khegasi charges away, and we'll be able to get out of there for now. It's going to be the retake of 4v3. Very difficult retake. There's 2 ults in play as well. Oh, he's pushing on it. Nicely done from Aslan. Comes in with a timing play. But how much more can he get? Hqrdest is ready and waiting for that to happen once again. Fool me once, but you won't fool me twice. The rocket's going to be popped. He can't find anyone just yet. Oh, be careful. What is going on? Back and forth. Dawn swings up on it. Good for 1, but look at that. It's the timing. Hqrdest ready and waiting, commits the ult to it. May not pay off for him, but he knows his razor sharp aim is more than good enough. What is with this wordplay today?
You're having a rough time, Banks. I'll give you that. What was it?
I blame the Red Bull.
Verlado. I can't remember, but it was gorgeous.
We're good for it. We're good for it.
Earlier on, Banks was trying to say Valorando and instead started mentioning one of the pharaohs, I think, trying to summon him.
This is what happens when I'm enjoying Valorant too much.
well,
I'll just go back to going, ooh, ah.
That's your new job. Just
yeah, that's it. Just that.
Well, thanks. What do you make of that play?
Oh, that could go off so wrong. Someone clip Mitch doing that for me.
No, I've already got enough clips of you making noises, Banks. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Hey, that's what this game can deliver on many occasions. Oh, tsack needs to be careful. What is he doing? He's tempting fate with it. Aslan's just pushing, but it's not going to work out for him. And there's no refrag. What's that? I don't understand. Oh, no! Hqrdest! He's lucky. He's so damn lucky. He could have wrecked maybe 3 players of them. But tsack and Dawn, it doesn't matter for them. They're still here, ready and waiting. Ascent is their map all day long, at least on the defensive side. And BBL, they're just not showing up.
So you could just about see it around the smoke, just a small pixel of it. What happened there was tsack peeked, and he peeked in order to pop the nano swarm. So that stopped the other player from pushing through. Legoo was stuck on the other side, leaving Aslan to try and take that fight by himself. And so as he swung, obviously no refrag come through because Legoo was stuck. It was an unfortunate turn of events with the kill not going to Aslan. And I think you're seeing the ideal way there to use the nano swarm. Like, it's good if you can manage to find yourself a kill with it. It's absolutely great. But in reality, a lot of the time, you're going to see it used to split your opponents. Once you know one player is pushed by, you activate it. It might do a little bit of damage, but versus top-level teams, you're not going to see it having these 4 or 5Ks the way you've seen it in the matchmaking games. But if you can do that, if you can take a position where 2 players are trying to play off each other and trade you out, and you can all of a sudden split them into 2 1v1s, that's exactly what Killjoy is for. I also want to mention the turret positioning. You saw previously it was put up above the cinder blocks. Now it's put down below and over towards the A site. So the logic of that is that it's going to actually spot them. If they push out, typically players will go towards the door, right, to close it. So if they do that, the turret will spot them as they come into range of the nano swarm, at which point you can activate nano swarm and potentially even get a kill with them.
Oh, Aslan! Huge use of the ultimate. It's paid off for him, but he needs more than just 1 kill. They're on the hunt. They're looking for him, but will they check all the corners? They start to swing on him. He's good for at least 2, which is nice and keeps him in the advantageous position here. And Mitch, last time when these 2 teams played earlier today, Haven, it was 10-2 to BBL on their attacking side. Angry Titans are now looking to get potentially 11-1 or 10-2, depending on how it goes. But this time on their defensive side, showing them that we can defend. And now it's all on kero and Legoo as Legoo falls. Oh, the ult's up in the air, but he's ready for it. Kero doesn't check his corners. It's 11-1 and BBL. The pistol round has to be won. It's just literally a must. Oh, God, I never expected this to be so awful for BBL. I feel sorry for him. I feel the pain that all of the fans in chat are feeling.
I think much more time needs to be spent on Killjoy for some of these players. Look at that final lockdown. Again, it doesn't cover the back of the site. So you are giving them a small angle to play off of. Now, if it just leaves the corner, I'm fine with that. Because if it's just the corner, you can Raze nade it in that 2v2. But because it was actually available back corner on both sides and a little bit of extra space, that nade could have been avoided. So, again, it's just like a couple inches between hitting it perfectly so that everybody is stunned and everyone loses their weapon, and being a little bit too shallow and giving them an opportunity to hide away.
11-1. Angry Titans now on their attacking side. BBL need to bring out the performance of their lives. This is fighting for survival in the tournament, trying to make it to playoffs. Certainly not going to be easy either way here, Mitch. We've seen a crazy game.
At the very least, this is where the Killjoy on BBL can feel that little bit more comfortable.
Yep.
Obviously,
but you hope so.
Well, yeah, it's not like Kero can look much more uncomfortable, at least. That's always the upside in this situation. It can't get worse, I don't think.
Don't jinx him. Come on, Mitch. Don't do it to him. Don't make it worse. You know the commentators
kills himself with a nano swarm. It's like, oh no.
If this happens now, you are going to be hated by everyone in the Turkish community. After all the nice praise we've given to BBL, you potentially just ruined this man's chances.
Oh no. Look, it is very hard to attack with the Killjoy. I think it was a very odd choice by BBL. Now they get a chance to defend. They need to win this pistol. It has to go their way.
Well, it's a good start at least. This is a really good start. So much better from BBL. Pistols in hand, but Dawn doesn't want to give up. They say guns at high noon. It could be guns at dawn, at least with the pistols in hand. Rusto looking to try and get the finish off here. Be careful. Pokes up into it. Still delivers the final 2. The spike will be defused. And that is so much better. But still, Mitch, they've got a long road ahead of them.
Hey, I got to say, Russ has been huge this tournament. He's stepping up into the boots of CNET. He's playing the operator. This is his 3rd game in officials as Jett. And he's played so well. Typically, he was the Sage. That's been given over to AIM DLL, the new player into the lineup. Obviously, Kero pushed over to playing on the Killjoy now instead of a Cypher. Definitely haven't seen enough from that, but I feel like that it's not even so much down to the Killjoy herself. I think the old placement was a little bit off, but outside of that, Kero's just had a bad game, and that's the be-all and end-all of it.
Look at this buy coming out from Angry Titans, though. This screams incredible confidence. They're matching the fact that BBL will likely have a few players, like Russ here, just on Ghost. They've got Spectres and a Sheriff in play. Oh my. They are just going to be charging forward. Yes, checking all their corners, playing it smart. I'm all down for this. But the question is, does BBL have enough to deal with this? A 5-man push onto a site. The paranoia's gone out as well. This is oh so scary for him. Russ has already started to push his way up. I wasn't paranoid, it's just the orb. Okay, so that's not too bad. But then it goes out. Kero off the side. Oh, this is all going wrong for BBL. They're getting destroyed. AIM DLL tries to bounce back. He's got a Ghost in hand. But it's 2 versus 4 with a spike down. You are limited on what you can fight with here. legoo trying to make that shock dart work for him. Slows out as well. With just a Ghost for AIM DLL and very little chance to grab yourself a weapon. legoo, that's a nice one to pick up. He needs to deliver a hell of a lot more. They get rid of the turret, but Khegasi is there. Less than ideal. They're just going to push up into the Vandal some more. Another headshot delivered. It's 12-2. They're on match point. And this could be the ultimate rematch on a different map where Angry Titans say anything you can do, we can do potentially exactly the same, or just slightly a little bit worse.
Just anything you can do, we can do a little bit worse than you, but we can do it.
Well, they can do it. If it goes 13-2, they do exactly the same. If they get 13-3 or 13-4, then they do it a little bit worse, you know?
I don't think it quite matches the sentiment of the song originally. Like,
wait, I gotta mix it up, you know?
I am slightly worse at.
Try to sing it. Go on, Mitch. Do it again.
No, God, no. So, yeah, here's the thing, right? BBL taking that buy in the previous round, I really don't like it. Like, that is the kind of thing where you're like, oh, well, hedge your bets on us winning this, but just in case we lose a few players, you know, future-proof. There is no future. There's no future-proof whatsoever. It's like being 90 years old and taking out a mortgage. You're not gonna, no, you're never gonna pay that off, all right? Just accept it right now.
That's my game plan. Why do you think I'm waiting?
It's just, you don't start a pension at 90, you know, it's the normal thing. And BBL, they're really suffering because of it. All right, you got to invest everything because you need every round from that point forward. And if you lose, we'll then just deal with the weaker buy. But instead, they hedged their bets, and Angry Titans did the perfect read on that. It was so smart to force buy up.
AIM DLL might give them a chance with it, but he needs to deliver so much more. He's being very careful, heals himself up, but he needs the backup of his teammate. He doesn't want to allow his head to show far too much here. 2 versus 2, it's winnable, but it's going to take a hell of a lot here. Oh, you saw him, Khegasi! You saw him! Eyes, vision, not the perfect play, but legoo finishes it off. It will be anything you can do. We can do maybe a little bit worse, because BBL have at least got more rounds than what Angry Titans got. There we go, Mitch.
You sing it for
I've made it happen. I have already made a fool of myself with saying words. You are the one that will have to sing, not me. I'm leaving this up to you.
I'm okay. I'll pass. I'll pass.
Yeah, look at you. Yeah, you escaped this, right? Just make me look stupid. I'm fine with that. Okay, yeah, whatever. I see how this is.
You do a good enough job of that yourself, thanks. But look, BBL 12-3, and there's not a lot we can say about this. Make it a short death segment afterwards. But no, look, at the end of the day, Killjoy attack, not a great composition, but it's nothing to do with that. It really isn't. You cannot pin that on that one decision.
No.
Like, typically they would have had a Cypher anyways, so it's not like it would have brought a million times more value. More value, definitely, than what it did, but not enough that they would be in a far better spot than where they currently are. This is Angry Titans showing up, looking for revenge, and dominating in every aim duel. This is amazing ult usage from them. There we go, straight onto Ascent, but in the smoke, Kero's good for one. Nothing else.
Yeah, needed a little bit more. Still doable, but it's going to take a hell of a lot again from the Sage and Sova. And look how aggressive the Omen is. The Shadow Warp straight down in front of Legoo. Instantly his bolt's destroyed. The ult's gone out as well. 4v1. Aim DLL, you're the replacement for CNED, who has been such an incredible player for BBL. And well, you had some big boots to fill. Seems like they were far too big. The good spray comes in, but Dawn just swings on it. 13-3. Angry